back to Linda's Pantry, and today I'm gonna be making spaghetti, but instead of pasta, I'm doing the low carb version. You guys saw that I bought this. I bought it several times. When I'm at Costco, if I see it, I'm buying it because they're not gonna reorder it. It's a plant-based pasta alternative. It's keto friendly, 2 net carbs, gluten-free, 20 calories per cup, and it's hearts of palm. So it's really good for you as well. Now, the brand name is Festival. That's all I can tell you. I'm gonna try to leave you a link down below. If I can't find one, I'll find an alternative because there are some other alternatives out there. So I am going to make a spaghetti sauce, and I'm using onions from my garden last year, diced tomatoes, organic marinara, organic tomatoes, organic marinara from Costco, and hot Italian sausage. Garlic, bone broth, Italian seasoning, fennel. It's gonna be delicious. So come on in and I'll show you how I do it.
Okay guys, so I took the sausages out of their casing and I'm just gonna break that up. I did put about a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of garlic infused olive oil. I got these wonderful olive oils I got from Costco, and this is the one I'm using. Yum. Anyway, so it'll add a little extra flavor and good fat, and yeah, so at least, you know, when you're using sausage, it's a little more fattening and decadent, but when you're not doing the pasta on top of it, you kind of, yeah, you can get all the flavor, and this is going to make a big pot. And literally this meat will be seasoning more than a protein because the hearts of palm has the protein. Okay, I'm gonna get this all browned off and then we'll start adding our aromatics and yeah, yum. Okay, so, sorry if it's loud. The sausage is browned. I'm putting about 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. I did put in, while the sausage was browning, a teaspoon of whole fennel seed. Oh my goodness. Now I need some garlic. Heaping 2 tablespoons. This is fresh garlic. I chop it up. Maybe some more. Chop that up. Get some onion and green bell pepper. 1 whole green bell pepper. Look at that, already. All right, as soon as the onions become translucent and I can smell that garlic, I'm gonna start adding some other things. We're gonna have fresh cherry tomatoes, yum. All right, it's gonna make a big pot of sauce. Okay, so now that I've got the sausage, the garlic, the onion, and the green bell pepper all happy, and I like to leave my sausage in bigger chunks, so when you get a bite, it's evident. I don't like it tiny. So I'm opening my jar of marinara with my pry lid. I know you guys always ask about that. And this is Costco's organic marinara. It's actually very good. And it's a great start to any sauce, but I know I want more tomatoes. So I've got all of these heirloom whole cherry and halved. I have them, and some of them are whole. I'm gonna add those in to my sauce. Okay. And we're gonna let this simmer because trust me when I tell you, you're gonna want all of this. I definitely want some beefy flavor to this, so I'm going to add this. This is going to be my salt factor. This is beef bone broth, and I got that at Costco as well. I'm going to add that whole sleeve, which it would be the equivalent if you were going to make it to drink. It's 10 ounces of water, but it'll add a nice rich beef flavor and health benefits. So there you go. All right, I'm gonna add a little water to that jar Not much, just a little bit. I don't want this too watery. I was gonna use diced tomatoes, but I don't know that I'm gonna need them with the fresh tomatoes in there. Look at that. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I need mushrooms. So mushrooms, I've got 2 4-ounce cans of mushrooms. I'm gonna get those drained off and into the mix, and then we'll add our hearts of palm spaghetti and let that simmer for about 45 minutes. I really want that slow cook on it. There you go. Mushroom. Yum. Doesn't it look good right now? It just looks decadent. I love this. All right, so here we go. And I don't want to lose any moisture, I don't think, so I'm probably gonna put a lid on this to keep it all in. And these are organic mushrooms. I get those at Costco as well. You guys all know I'm a Costco girl, right? Okay, so let's see if all this is gonna fit in there. We're gonna turn the heat up just a little bit, and I'm gonna give it a little bit of a taste test because I want a profile taste before I move on. Boy, I could use another bell pepper in there, to tell you the truth. They're so good for you. And I am gonna put parsley in at the end. So good. I think it needs more Italian seasoning. I'm just gonna say. There you go. Another tablespoon in. And my hearts of palm, I take it out of the can and rinse it really, really well and let it drain. And look at all that in that one little can. You think, oh no, there's no way. That's a lot. And I'm gonna fold that in, put the lid on, and let this just simmer and become a delicious. And you want the bite taken out of that hearts of palm. Even though it's been canned, it still has a little bit of a crunchy bite to it, and I want mine a little bit softer, right? So here's a 5-quart pot of spaghetti, right? When we're all done, it's gonna be absolutely phenomenal. Full of veg, full of love, full of everything. Okay, I'll be back when this is all done and I'm serving it up. Okay, so this has been simmering and now it's just sitting here. Look at that big pot of spaghetti and low carb. But I have about 3/4 of a cup of mozzarella that I need to use, and I'm just gonna mix that in. It's going to mellow this. Oh, it's gonna be delicious, actually. And then I'm gonna top it with parm when I put it on the plate. So we're gonna let this kind of melt in. Ooh, it's gonna give it a delicious, look at it. And I'm cleaning out stuff out of the refrigerator. I did add a 1/2 cup of chopped fresh parsley. So that's in there, and look at, oh, almost like creamy noodles. Okay, I think we need some parm, and we're good to go. We're gonna be on the plate here in a minute. So I'll bring you back for the taste test. Ooh, look at that. Anybody want a bite? I do. All right, guys. So the moment of truth has arrived. I am gonna add fresh parm, and I'm just gonna tell you, I think adding the mozzarella out of the fridge was the best thing I could have done. To be really honest, it gave it that creamy, cheesy, almost stringy, you know how mozz gets some string to it, plus it mellows. The hearts of palm, they're brined, they're in a brine, and even though you rinse them, you can still taste a little bit of that brine, which I like in a pasta sauce. It's almost like a puttanesca with olives and stuff. I might have to add some.
Oh my gosh. I'm so gonna dive all the way in. This is delicious. Fresh tomato flavor. I get all that I want from the pasta. And literally, I'll make spaghetti sauce and all I want is a piece of bread to dip in it. I don't really want the pasta. I never have, but this, it's delicious. Delicious. Okay, who wants a bite? All right, guys. I hope if this inspires you, you leave me a comment and a thumbs up down below. You subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time for another delicious, sexy recipe.